Everyone, welcome back to the homestead. Today we are going to be talking about peanuts. In particular, these are Tennessee Reds, and it's time to harvest them. So stick with us and see how to do that. Okay, here we're down here with the peanut plant, and the peanut plant sends out kind of these runners called pegs, and those pegs can produce peanuts as well. When they touch the ground and the ground is nice and soft and sandy soil, which is what peanuts like to grow in, then they'll put out roots which will also form peanuts. But you also get peanuts under where the original seed was, the original peanut that you planted. So we're going to come in here and we're going to try to pull these pegs back so we can get a clear shot at the original plant, and then we're also going to pull up the pegs around it. So they kind of twist around each other pretty good here, and it's really difficult to get these apart from one another without pulling up actually your entire crop. So what you want to do is you want to check the maturity of your peanuts, and just by pulling one of these pegs up out of the ground like this, you can see, I'm going to take this one off for you. You see we've got a nicely formed peanut here, and I'm going to check inside. You want the peanut to fill up the entire shell here. Now these Tennessee Reds will put out 2 to 5 peanuts per shell. That's beautiful. And as you can see, these have filled that shell beautifully. Now those are ready for harvest, and we're going to pull up our entire plant here. You can use, I like to use a spade shovel. A lot of people use a fork, a garden fork, but I found the spade shovel works just fine. I'm going to get right under our main plant here once I can find it, because we've got a lot of pegs coming off here, putting out a lot of peanuts. There we go, right there. I just kind of give it a nice even lift there and pull it up. Now these are pretty tangled up, but as you can see, there's a decent amount of peanuts on there. Now I don't believe I got the main one here. This is one of the pegs that came off. You see there's probably 10-12 peanuts hanging on there. We're going to set that off to the side. Make sure after you're done digging it up that you look in the soil as well, because some of these peanuts can break off and stay in the soil. They'll just come up again hopefully next year if they don't rot out. Or you can separately cure them. Now we're going to talk about curing in a minute as soon as I get these peanuts harvested. Okay, now that our peanuts are out of the ground, it's time to dry or cure them. Hey, if you like what we're doing here on the channel, we'd love to have you here on a permanent basis. So hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up if you're liking the videos. Hey, also go check out our other videos. We've got a lot of gardening videos, a lot of mechanical videos, home improvement videos, homesteading videos, all that we do out here on the homestead. Make sure you also hit that that notification bell, or you're just not going to find, you're not going to get notified about our new videos every week. So let's talk about these peanuts. I've got them here in an open air space but covered. So you want to cure your peanuts out of the sun and in an open space where they can get a lot of air. Now you can do that in a garden shed with a lot of ventilation that gets through that. I don't have that, so our rear covered porch here works perfectly. If you remembered from one of our previous videos, we cured our garlic and our onions back here. It's a perfect spot for it. And we've also got some of our straggler peanuts here curing on our garlic and onion rack. But for our main curing process, we're going to hang them up with our garden twine here. What you want to do is you want to shake off as much dirt as you can off them. It's not that big of a deal. And get them up off the ground in the air so they can cure dry, and then you are ready for roasting. It should take probably a week or so, give or take, to cure these things, but you need to do that process first. You also need to keep them as dry as possible, or you will get mold that will start to develop in the peanut. Now, you're going to have a lot of extra peanuts that you pulled out of the ground that aren't attached to the plant. Look at all these extra peanuts we pulled out of the ground that just simply came off the vine. Now, you can dry these outside on some sort of a rack, or you can take these inside and dry them in your food dehydrator. All you want to do is just rinse them off. It's all right to rinse them off, get them nice and clean, get all that dirt off there, and then put them in the dehydrator. Now, after you're done with all of the peanuts, you want to make sure that you store them properly. After the drying process, you can roast them, or you can store them raw. You want to store them in sealed containers because peanuts can mold and or go rancid over time because they're full of oil. So make sure you store them properly. We hope this information was helpful to you about how to harvest and cure and dry peanuts. We'd love to have you here on the channel, like we said, on a permanent basis. If you enjoy what we're doing, if you enjoy us and our family here on the homestead, you want to learn about homesteading, this is the place to be. Go check us out on countrylivingexperience.com. We do write a blog on there, and we also have a tool store full of our favorite tools, our favorite items that we use here on the homestead. We've got, in this one, we've got some garden twine. We'll have that in the description below. We'll have a link to our Amazon store in the description below. Doesn't cost you a penny extra. Helps out our family, and we appreciate it. Thanks for being here, everyone. And we will see you on the next video. Have a great day.